wild up in here with Tallie Brinson, Abbie Knights, and Ben Brown on the Tab Podcast Show.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I think that wins in the disgusting department.
but it would taste good. The fudge would taste good. The fudge, come on, fudge tastes good. Now shit don't taste good.
I mean,
I've never
tasted
but I smelled
shit,
it.
so I don't really know where that's going. But I feel like if you're into oxtails, I always say that the tail's like windshield wipers for the ass, so it's kind of been marinating in shit the entirety of
No. First of all shit doesn't touch meat.
I think
all
it was,
shit doesn't touch meat.
Yo, was it Lil Boosie? Sorry, dog. This is a whole nother concept. No, it was Cat Williams. I think Cat Williams said, all these oxtails that y'all eating, when was the last time you seen a fucking oxen in the States? Where's the oxen farm? Where's the oxen factory? Where's the oxen slaughterhouse? Where are they getting the oxtails from?
That's a good point.
I ain't never seen no goddamn ox. I done seen a cow. I done seen some horses. I even seen llamas. I even seen camels here. But
Yeah,
not
I've never.
once.
I take a lot of back roads, boom, boom, and
If that
all my
wasn't a
travels
setup,
through the back roads, I haven't seen an ox farm.
the roads
or
less
ox.
traveled.
Where the damn oxen? That's what I want to know. I believe
With
that
the-
was Cat Williams that said that, and of course he did it
They're
in a
with the
much funnier
Yetis.
fashion.
They're hanging out with the Yetis,
They with the Yetis and Nessie, the Loch Ness monster,
the Loch Ness.
the Loch Knees, lock them knees. Yeah, I ain't never seen a oxen farm. So y'all eating oxtails? I don't think you're eating oxtails.
You notice that we really don't lock our knees when we have sex?
I locked my knee before and almost hyperextended it. So I think that's why we don't do that.
How did you do that? How did you...
Yeah, you got,
was like-
if you just, if she
Were you
doing all the work.
Okay, were you
she
standing
doing
or
all the
laying?
work-
Oh, got it.
Standing. If she doing all the work, you can lock the knees and just, you can post up. Superman pose. Lock the knees back.
So you was being lazy.
Well, I was searching for leverage.
Sure you were. You was letting her do all the work.
It was my turn to sit back and relax. Have a Coke and a smile.
Abbie, do you work? Do you put work in, or do you just like? Do you think it's a man's job to fulfill you through, or do you get to take the lead? Do you just lay there, or do you throw it back? Because all women are different.
Are you a spectator, or do you get involved?
What's the best way to? I'm very much a rider. So,
Action.
yeah. No, I like to put in work a lot myself, actually.
Yeah, we could have answered that, Ben. She's all about action. Action. Abbie, the tab, T-A-B.
See, it's always a
T.
guaranteed success. Like when a girl's in control, she kind of, she knows what she likes. Every guy's not really into figuring out what like a woman is into because they think that the same move works on every single person. So sometimes when they really feel like they putting it down, the girl's in her head like, dang, how much longer is he going to do this? And how can I maybe get him to like move because this really ain't it? And then you just try to fake it.
Gotta communicate.
I like to ask questions, man. I don't like to let down. I like to please.
Mr.
Listen,
Bespoke
I don't think
over
why
there.
people think that it's weird to have those conversations. I think it's important because otherwise, if you don't understand what that person likes or what they're into, then what's the point of doing it?
The question is, quick question, is the guys that communicate with you sexually better partners as a relationship overall?
the only two people that I've had that communicated, yes, they're the two best experiences I've had consistently across the board. The other ones
In
that were always
relationship and
like,
everything, right?
uh-huh.
So that's the key. We just found a missing piece of this puzzle. So, ladies, when your dude doesn't ask you about
Ben found a
how'd you
diamond. He
like
throwing
it,
diamonds today.
throwing diamonds today. So, ladies, when your guy is not asking you, did you like it? What could I have done differently? You know, what could I have done more of? What could I have done less of? 9 times out of 10, he's going to be a bad business partner in your relationship. Not just doing business, making money, but doing business and keeping your relationship healthy, moving forward, and full of grace.
In the
You know, you
business
can
of
also
life.
talk while you're doing it though. If you need
True.
to. Like, I don't like this, or try this, or what about that, or ooh, let me show you what I like. Rather than some people that just don't, I don't know. Different strokes for different folks, literally.
Yeah.
But
And I'll say this, you gotta be it's still gotta be in the vibe of romance. Like, I don't want to stop and have a conversation with you.
no, I'm not
While
talking
it's
about
happening.
a conversation, but I'm
Well,
just
I'm
saying,
saying that's
you know,
why some people
Yeah.
get out of the mood when somebody, I don't like too much talking while I'm doing it, because
we could
talking
talk
inspires
after.
thought. Talking inspires thought. When you start thinking, you lose focus.
Yeah,
Like,
but
no,
you
no,
could
no,
be
we're not gonna
like,
talk.
ooh, I like this, or ooh, that move was good, or
Right,
you
right,
know,
right. You need to
pointers,
learn the script.
not
Abbie said,
conversation.
ooh, I like this. Ooh, I like that. But she didn't say, I don't like that. Don't do that again.
Right.
Yeah, I've been in that situation, and that's actually really with someone that I was like really in love with, and that was awkward. Yeah.
I can get
You're not gonna
like,
have
you know what
someone
I'm
be like,
saying?
"Oh, this is horrible." Like, nobody wants to hear that like mid action, you know?
But see, nobody said you had to say, "Ooh, this is horrible." See, remember, it's about how you say it and what you say. You can be like,
Ooh,
"Oh,
try
that
this.
hurt. I don't that hurts me a little bit," or "That's not comfortable. Let's do this," or boom, boom, boom. There's things that you can say during it. Or if you feel like, "Damn, I know this person really likes this. I can tolerate it. It's not my favorite. We're gonna talk about this afterwards, or whatever, or in another conversation of what because that
But
has
you gotta
happened
deal
in
with someone
relationships.
mature to say something like that. See, that's a different level
Yeah,
of
that's
maturity. Like,
oh,
every
If
that
guy
they're
ain't got
does
not
nothing to
not.
that.
mature,
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
guy
you
yeah.
don't have
shouldn't be
that.
dealing
If
with them.
we're at the stage of making love, I'm assuming
Oh yeah.
that you have already gotten past that fence.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
if
saying?
you're making love to somebody, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of guys think that just going in and hard pounding someone is where it's at. Like, ladies, we need to have a poll. Like, do you prefer
Beat it up.
the beat down, okay, or do you prefer longer strokes?
Tallie,
We need to know.
Tallie, and Abbie, we all know people are having sex before they have a full convo. Sex
Facts.
happens way too soon.
And they don't even
Way
know the
too soon.
person's name.
Say my name. Say my
You still
name.
calling him Ray Ray, and his name is Lamont.
He
What up,
didn't
Lil
get
Ray
a real
Ray?
name yet.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I think people have sex way too soon.
I think it just depends on what you're looking for. Some people have sex right in the timing that they need to have it because that's what they're looking for. If you're looking for a relationship and you're looking for like something long standing and you want to fully understand each other and know and get this person to like cultivate somebody who knows exactly what you want and how you want it, then yeah, you got to put the work in. You might get lucky and find somebody who just, everybody's looking for this. They're looking for that person that they didn't have to tell anything to, and that person just from the first time they just had it figured out, which is kind of a fantasy, and it kind of gives the thrill of, ooh, girl, dude, bruh,
Movie.
the one that I just met last night, like, everything that I wanted. She was with it, and I ain't even had to say nothing. She was ready. Like, that's the excitement. That's like
But
the
that's where the
lottery.
problem starts, right? Now it turns into that's gonna be my man or that's gonna be my girlfriend.
Yep.
Because you think people equate good sex. Now you want to keep it, but you don't know the person. So now you want this dude to be your girl. I mean, this girl to be your. your guy. This girl to be your guy. Yeah, I said it right. Or the guy to be, you know what I'm saying. And that's where the problem starts. Because, you know, the hims are hers sometimes and they are thems and, you know,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
Yeah, all that.
confusion.
all
That's
that.
another set of confusion.
That's another
But
set of confusion, but
but the problem is we equate good sex and thinking, okay, now I want to keep this person. And this person,
I had
no
that
good.
debate with someone. Because for
What was it?
me, he felt like if you put it down real good, then it makes somebody fall in love. For me, it's kind of different. I tend to have the feelings before I get to that part. Sex does not make me have feelings for anybody. I've never been in that situation.
I'm the same way. I don't have sex with people generally that I don't like. I don't have too many like, oh, I'm just gonna bang them, bang them. I gotta like you. Because if
You
I have
heard the
sex with
bass
you,
in
and I
his
have
voice when he
nothing
said, I'm gonna bang him.
yeah, I want to bang you. I want
Like,
to
that's
bang your
just,
brains out.
I don't know. Some people are into that, but I just think there should be more communication about that. Because I'm sure, do you feel like you've ever been with somebody that's faked
so
an orgasm?
wait, before you go forward, let me give
Before
some
you fake an
context.
orgasm, Tally has something to say.
So, have you ever heard of the term demisexuality? So, demisexuality is a sexual orientation where people only experience sexual attraction to folks that they have a close emotional connection with.
Oh,
Meaning,
that's neat.
you only get a sexual attraction after an emotional bond has formed. There are a lot of people who are
I'm a
demisexuals.
demisexual.
I'm a demisexual when it comes to any type of interest of being with a person, for a long term. Hold on one second. I got a freaking fire truck in my
Woo, woo.
house.
Well, it came at the right time, Demi.
I turned my mic down.
And we're back.
And we're back. It also it's two terms for it. One is demisexual, the other is gray sexual.
I think I like the
Sexual.
demi more. I don't think
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah.
into the great thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like, wow.
well, now I know.
There's a term for it. Now,
Yeah,
there's another term called allosexual. I don't know what that means, but I'm actually going to click on it. Allosexuality and asexuality are largely considered to be opposites. Allosexual people feel sexual attraction to others, while asexual people do not. Okay. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Allosexual. Yeah.
Okay, but let's go back to this faking an orgasm thing, because every guy that I've talked to claims
She's ready.
that, yeah, that's what she said, or he said. Anyway, we get
They
everything
or them.
mixed up today. But every guy I've spoken to says that they've never had a girl fake it, yet every girl I've spoken to said that they faked it. So do you think you've ever been with someone that's faked it? Because you should be able to feel, according to one of my exes, because he caught me one time faking it. It was the only time I did that, and he called me out on it, and he explained to me how he knew. So I'm just wondering.
I did that did happen to me once, but let me give you the full story, because there's a win in this one, Ben. So
Ben's
some
like, yeah, okay,
women,
whatever.
some women, and this was way back in the day. Some women tend to think or have been convinced and have learned that the best thing that you can do for your man is to for him to give you an orgasm. You know what it does for his ego, makes him feel like, boom, you were amazing, that was great. And some women think that they have to do that. So when I was with a girl who one time faked it and then another time actually got there, I was like, oh, so you must have been faking it before, because that wasn't the reaction that you got that you gave me, da 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 da, and we had the conversation. He was like, yeah, I did fake it. I was like, you ain't got to fake it with me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because some women have never had an orgasm. Definitely, they may have never had it with another man. They probably had it by themselves. But some women have never had an orgasm, so they don't even know. They don't even know what it feels like. Mm-hmm. Sorry for you, but yeah, mm-hmm. I did notice that. So that was my win, because I was like, oh, you faked it that other time. This time you ain't fake it, because you almost climbed up the wall.
You know, I can't recall or don't even know. I think I'm okay in that department. But any women that I've ever been with that's faked it, I would love to know. So please DM me.
Slide up in Ben's DMs and please.
Yeah, slide in the DM.
Give him the 411.
Like I slid in you.
Yeah.
And let me know.
And I will say this: she never admitted to faking it. I assume she did, because then I did learn that women have different orgasms. Fellas, we pretty much have the one and doneer or whatever. Women have different series of orgasms.
Some of them are little teeny ones, some of them are medium, and some of them are large.
And I think our biggest bang is still only their teeniest one in comparison.
Yeah, the G spot versus the clitoral stimulation, two very different areas that I think a lot of men are not acquainted with, especially when it comes to their oral skills. And a lot of women can attest to that.
So do you, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being great, 1 being not so great, is oral generally great or not?
No.
And generally, do they feel like they're being amazing?
Yes.
And what's that one skill men lack, and when they think they're doing great, what are they? Is there a consistent wrong that they do?
Right the wrongs, Abbie Knights. The women of the world are waiting.
Yeah, I think the problem is a lot of guys watch too much porn, and they think that real life equates to what they're seeing in these porn videos. I actually had that conversation with one of my exes.
They wear glasses and socks and shoes and.
I mean, I have not had that kind of a scenario, but.
But what is
we
it?
Did
you
have
didn't
that
answer the
conversation.
question. Yeah. But we still need to answer. What is it that they're doing that
wrong?
That is not.
Are
right?
They not on the clitoral? Or they not know where it is? Or
one did not
pressure
know where it was.
What is the common? What is the common? The average.
Yeah, let's start with the common. What's common for them to get wrong?
A lot of them think that they have to do everything with like a lot of pressure. There may be some women like that, but it's kind of like the equivalent of like when you're making out with somebody.
And they kiss too hard kissers.
Yeah, you don't want no hard kisser. You want somebody that, at least for me, more of a sensual kisser versus like a, one of those people that look like they're going to eat half of your face.
Like, girl, you gonna chip my
But
damn
you know where that
tooth.
one comes from? It doesn't so much come from porn. It comes from movies. Have you ever noticed in the movies they clear everything off and they throw it on the wall? It's all.
Now hold up! Don't come in my office with that shit, because you get to knocking shit off my desk. We gonna stop and you gonna pick that shit up.
It's crazy though. That's the scene that you see in most movies and TV shows. Like it's hard, quick, and
yeah, God damn it! God damn it! That's my MacBook. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, right.
Get your greasy ass up.
I will say though, there was one person that was way better at that than everything else, and it was a solid success every single time. It was like a 15 out of 10.
So you didn't want the ding dong? You just wanted that?
Yeah, the rest was real regular, just real, But that was.
Did he ever?
That was.
So your answer?
Yeah, Tallie, go on. She didn't what?
So I'm just saying, your answer was overall. Your answer was most guys do too much. They don't understand pressure and what they do don't have pressure.
To do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
pressure,
everybody likes different things, like so. You have to. My biggest thing is, I don't know why people don't take the time to understand their partner. If you don't understand your partner's body, then you don't really know how to please them.
Well, there
if you don't
there
know
are
what they
people
like.
who do that. Yeah, there are people that do. There's just the people who you've encountered have been less inclined to do so. So how do you articulate that to a guy? What is the conversation like? How do we right this wrong?
I mean,
Abbie
I tried
Knights.
to give my ex some pointers, and it got better, but it still was just, it was okay. It was better. It improved, but it was like it wasn't anything I was like, ooh, I'm looking forward to that. Like
So
it
I'm
was
asking
actually,
you,
I had
how do we
two people
fix
that
it,
were
Abbie?
great.
How?
We had a conversation.
How? What's the conversation? We need details.
You know,
The men out there want to know, and the women want to know, so they can tell their man, or they can tell that one night stand. Tell us.
I mean, we had a little hands-on, uh, you know, try this. Do you like this? Do you like this? What about that? So,
Did you demonstrate on him what you would like on you?
well, that would be kind of hard to demonstrate on him what I would
No,
like
it's
on me.
not. No, it's not.
You could still do
Well,
the tip the
going
same
like
way.
this versus what you're doing with
No,
that
you
is
could.
a little different.
Looks like somebody doesn't have a lot of tools in their bag.
That's not true because I got good tools in that
Abbie.
bag.
Well,
Thank you very much.
there's another one that you could use, and
And
that's
what's that?
how to teach your man how to service you down there. You can teach him by doing it to him.
Well, I did try to do that, but he didn't reciprocate the same thing. Same
It
delivery.
Okay.
felt too good for him.
So he
wanted to
didn't.
say, "Show me
He
again."
didn't
Show me
retain the
again.
information.
No,
He was
I don't
given the
think he was
information
paying
he didn't
attention.
retain. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then that's a
Well, he
a
was
problem
always
with
asking.
who
I'm
you
like,
pick.
okay, so you always want that, but you feel like I shouldn't. Like that don't make no sense. That's not gonna work for me.
So you have a different set of problems going on over there. It's not just the cunnilingus and fellatio game.
Does love make
Wait,
sex
huh?
better?
Huh?
Does love make sex better?
I believe so. 100%. I do think so. For me, anyway.
Absolutely. Yeah, I used to be with a girl who I used to be like, I am not doing all that. Not saying like I'm not gonna do something. I was just be like, the way she acted during sex, I was like, all right, like you must be in love with me because I'm giving you at best 5 out
Regular.
of 10.
Yeah.
5
Just
out
the
of
regular
10 just
D,
because
regular
'cause
delivery. Mm-hmm.
you're not who I'm gonna give the 10-10 to. You know what I'm saying? That's again back in the day. You're not who I'm giving the 10-10. I'm giving you the 5-10, but you acting like it's 10-10. So you must be in love. And if you didn't like me, then you would probably be like, get up off me, get out, or no, you can't stay over, or I'm not available. So that does happen. I've seen that happen. So when the person loves you and like you, they're either a little more patient. They'll allow you to, to figure it out.
Get it
or
wrong a
whatever.
little longer.
Yeah, get it wrong a little longer.
See, I don't mind that. If you have like the right person, you can kind of, if they're willing to like understand what you like, then I feel like that's different. Because in theory, I mean, everybody you're with likes different things. So you're going to have some sort of like a moment like that anyway. Or is it different for guys?
That's why communication is the ultimate
Key.
spade.
Key.
It's the spade.
Ultimate spade.
It's the ultimate spade because you can communicate through anything. Anything.
This is
I
true.
got one more question on this, and I think we can leave up out of here, right? Have you ever left anybody that was that bad? You were with them, y'all were together. It wasn't a thing, it wasn't a fling, it wasn't a jump off. But the sex was so bad that you could no longer be with them.
Who's this question for?
Both of you.
Go for
Come
it,
on,
Abbie
Ab.
Knights. You got
Ab
your
got her
hand.
finger up.
Got the finger up. Drop a spade.
Yeah, I did that.
Ooh.
It was bad.
Ooh.
Okay. How long was you with this person, and how did you get up out of there?
like, I don't know, like 8 months. Tried to give it a chance. I wasn't like in love with him, but I really liked him. But yeah, he was what was the term you used? Pure
Allosexual. Oh,
Then-
garbage.
No
garbage
aloe, no
juice.
demi.
No. There is somebody else that I was like super head over heels in love with. And for that situation, I would have had no problem trying to go through like 50 steps trying to get that right. Because to me, he was worth it. But no, this other guy was like, but I was really young. I was like maybe 20 years old. And he just, fellas, I know everybody's into different things. I don't like flicking nipples like this is just not, it's not a thing.
So he
No.
wanted to flick your nipple, or he wanted his nipple flicked. He
No.
wanted the nip flick.
Did
He wanted the
he wanted to nip and flick.
Nip flip.
he wanted you to nip flick him, or was he
No,
the nip flicker,
he
or
would
were
do
you the
that
nip
to me
flicky?
thinking that was foreplay, and I'm like,
You
this
were the
is
nip
not.
flicky. So
Hold
you
on,
were
hold
the
on,
nip
time out.
flicky. He's the
I
nip
was a
flicker.
flicky.
So was he flicking and looking at you, or was he flicking and looking at it? Like, I want to. Was he like?
Yeah, you like that? You like that? Yeah. Ooh, nasty.
Was he inside you and was he flicking, or he's
No,
outside
you
flicker?
talking like foreplay phase.
Oh, that's
Okay,
awful.
so
It
he
is
might have
pretty
been with
awful.
he might have been with somebody who likes that pain, who likes a little bit of pain in it, who likes to
Was it a
whatever,
hard flick?
and that
I thought it was a
wasn't your
soft
vibe.
flick.
No, it wasn't like a hard flick. It was like, I don't know, like a normal flick.
If he's flicking the nipple and she's saying she didn't like it, I'm sure it was hard enough to be like, hey man, what the doing? Like,
But it was weird. Like he thought he was doing like he.
did you tell him? Did you tell him?
Yes.
Maybe he was so used to flicking boogers that
Ladies, all, and I don't, when I say dancers, I don't mean
Ben-
strippers,
Ben
but all
vanished.
dancers, the pop lockers, people that are into choreography, they don't all put it down great. I'm just saying. Yeah, it was a very disappointing experience.
Wait, so did you make an assumption that because he was a
Yeah.
dancer that he could break that back the way that you wanted to be delivered?
Yeah.
Okay. All
She
right.
saw
He's
the way he was
actually,
moving
true
those
story, he's how my best friend and I met because he was
Oh,
trying
so-
to talk to both of us.
Okay, so we putting business out in the streets now. A few more questions and we're gonna know who this guy is.
Probably not.
No, we're not gonna do
Many
that.
years.
We don't do that here. We're gonna talk about you, but we're not gonna say who you are.
Yeah.
You know who you are. But yeah, so you wasn't with the nipple flickage. Okay, so you were the nip flicky. He was a nip flicker, and it didn't work out. Okay, got it.
is that a
Hey.
crime? Yeah. Is that a felony?
Is that assault?
Definitely a flag on the play. It's definitely a flag
Definitely
on the
flag
play.
on the play. Yeah. Flag on the play for sure.
Personal foul, excessive roughness, flicking of the nipple,
That's half the yards to the
half yard to the goal line, first down.
first down.
If this was soccer, where's the red card at? Where's the red card? You gone. You out of here, buddy.
If this was basketball, you are thrown out. You are
Intentional, double flagrant,
out
of
the
here.
game.
Technical foul. You're gone.
So sexually, you should never be able to come back after flicking. You should never be able to come back home.
Yeah, no, it wasn't it. Mm-mm. No, and since then, I mean, it's never happened again. But that was, he did try.
To flick you again.
He wanted
tried to
us to
flick
date again, and I thought we were just getting together as friends for lunch. And the entire time we were at the restaurant, he decided he wanted to get into acting, and he's like, "Pass me the pepper like you're mad." I'm sorry, what? Pass me the salt like you're sad. Like, what the hell? Yeah, it's probably what's going on in
Was
his
he
head.
doing this?
Probably in his mind.
Was he doing this?
I would have much preferred the touchdown pose to the flick. I think I could have worked with that.
Come here, girl. Come here, girl.
I mean, at least it was the nipples and not, what do they call it?
The clitoral.
The pearl. Yeah,
The pearl.
the pearl.
The pearl. The pearl.
Listen, there's all sorts of weird stuff. Let me not call it. Let me check myself. It's not weird. It's
different
just
strokes.
not what I'm into.
Yeah, different strokes for different folks. Well,
different flicks for different strokes.
I've never been a nipple flicker or a nipple flicky. Yeah, that's
And
not.
fellas,
that's not,
nipples have a lot of nerve endings. You can actually literally give a female an orgasm through her nipples. It's a real thing. Research it. Go to Google.
Oh, I have. I've did it orally.
Come on, Benny B.
That was
Go ahead, Ben. Just out here, just.
That's another. Actually, that's another orgasm that women can have. The nipple stimulates. I believe it's the uterus, because that's also another thing that makes women more fertile after they've had a baby and they're breastfeeding the baby. The baby is stimulating the uterus, which does a contraction and does some stuff down there. Don't let me get scientific. This is, I'm an information guy. But in a sexual situation, that stimulation makes the uterus, I believe, is what starts to contract and has a uteral orgasm, which is like supposed to be the bee's knees, folks. It's supposed to be the bee's knees.
Ladies, so basically what Tallie is telling you is the reason that he doesn't have any real bad reviews is because he lives off of knowledge. And that's how he understands how things work.
Knowledge.
Ain't nothing like getting that stroke and having that nipple in your mouth. That's
winning combination. Wow. Just saying.
Wow.
That's how babies are made.
Paint the picture.
Yeah, you gotta paint the picture. Sometimes you can't see it, and dudes that ain't used to doing it, they gonna sit here and like, oh, but listen, bro. Like I said, I can't think of any that's faked it on me. I'm not gonna say I'm too big for that, but
too big. But like we talking like large, like where you sitting?
I thought we was done with this. So does size matter?
Yes. Anyone that says it, any female that says it doesn't matter is a lie. Does tightness matter? You wanting to throw a hot dog down a hallway?
Oh, no. We don't want no echoes.
Size and fit matters.
Hello. Anybody home? How do you feel?
Wide tunnel, just massive tunnel.
Do you like that?
Am I in yet?
I've been there before too.
Whose is it?
And you gotta sit there and be like, is it in or not? Yeah, been there
so
too.
What's too small?
Huh?
My personal preference? Or what I think females in general?
There's no way you can speak for females in general.
A and B.
You can only speak for yourself.
What's small to B? Well, I think in general, anything that's like 4 inches is very, not large.
You've had 4 inches?
One time.
Now, was that 4 inches of girth or 4 inches of shrimp scampi?
So was it a Rolls Royce or was it a Beetle, a Volkswagen Beetle?
It was a mix between shrimp scampi and a beetle. Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, a mixture?
A Beetle scampi. It was messy and stubby.
Okay,
It's a stubby mess.
No.
You
didn't see the video of the girl that went viral, and she was talking about how 5 inches is the perfect size. 7 inches, I forget what she said. 8 inches was whatever. I think she said like 10 means like you wouldn't walk again. 12 is like ending up in the hospital. I forget how she kind of put it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a lot of women were like, wow, if 5 to you is the perfect size, then Sorry for you, sis. By the way, there's a fruit roll-up trick. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
No?
A fruit roll-up
Yeah,
trap?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it.
You saw it on TikTok.
No, I went to FAMU.
Oh, that's a college thing? Sorry, I didn't go to college, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly, under academic achiever here. I don't have the college experience.
I was on scholarship.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, you haven't heard about the fruit roll-up thing, Ben?
I have not.
You apply the fruit roll-up like so.
Mm-hmm.
And then you, how did Lil Wayne put it? Lick it like a lollipop. Yeah.
So you're licking the wrapper?
Yeah,
Good
technically,
one.
I guess. Apparently, the guys have really enjoyed it. All the girls in the comments said they tried it with their men, and they went and bought boxes of fruit roll-ups after that.
Fruit roll-up. What company owns fruit roll-up? Is that Nabisco or yeah, their sales have gone up.
Yeah, that they went way up after that.
But you know what?
Viral.
If they got kids, you know,
I have a question. Do you guys feel like if a girl can twerk, it makes her better in bed?
No.
It doesn't automatically. Nothing.
Yeah.
See, any question that a person asks that automatically
I had a debate about
paint something as a complete, you know, just a blanket thing. It's never gonna be that way. I mean, there might be a majority, yes, but no, because there might be a girl that can twerk, but then she's like one of those women who doesn't like a large size guy or the way that the guy shapes, and she doesn't like a certain position. You know what I'm saying? Well, you like
that
damn,
eliminates the twerk.
I thought she was gonna let me tear it up, but she didn't. The anatomy didn't match. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with her. It might just be the difference of the guy's angle and his curve, or the way his if it's a shrimp scampi meets a beetle type of situation, whatever that is. It just don't align. So, you know, you can't ever make a blanket assumption or whatever about anything like that. Even with size, the whole size matters thing. I was going to say before we brought up the fruit roll up was that some women don't enjoy a large membered guy because it is painful and it hurts.
If you don't know how to use it though, you want length and you want some girth, you know, like you want a good happy medium.
So what's your happy medium?
That's you. That's you.
Because again,
every girl I've spoken to has kind of said the same thing.
How many girls you spoken to about this?
Well, the group of us.
And how many are on the 10. Planet of the Earth?
A lot.
Planet of the apes.
But most girls in conversation will tell you that they prefer girth to length. Mm-hmm. But you still got to have some length to work with. Mm-hmm. Like you can't just be baby carrot.
That just might be that just might be where your spot is. Some women got a shallow spot. Some guys go past the spot, and where their girth is hitting way back up against their cervix, and it's not comfortable, and they missing the spot.
True.
Did you ever consider that?
I mean, there's always self-discovery moments, you know?
Yeah.
And self-destruction moments.
Self-destruction.
Yeah, well, yeah, this has been a very informative conversation about the vagine. I just want to know, though, how does that work for guys? Because it's the same thing. Like, size matters for women, I think, depending on your preference. So, tightness must matter for guys.
No, juiciness.
Yeah, it's a combination of all of it. It can be the angle and the shape that, you know, most conforms to her. It could be the placement of where her vagine sits on the anatomy. If it's an inch further forward up top towards the navel, or if it's an inch backwards and in the position that she likes to be in, and if her hips don't like to open in that way because she got a bad knee or she got tight quads. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. And if the moisture, she don't get as slip and slidey, you know what I'm saying? Some girls can be quote unquote tight, but dry. Tight and dry. What's a tight and dry? That's called fire. Fire. Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
So tight and
Or-
dry.
Or it might be.
What about loose and wet?
She might be loose and wet, and you might be like, "Whoa, wait a minute! Oh, whoa!" You know, I didn't expect
Bad
that.
tire in a puddle.
Yeah, man. Different strokes with different folks. I just feel like everybody out there need to find what you like. Find somebody who got what you are looking for. Don't try to force it.
Well, obviously,
Literally.
you found what you was looking for.
Oh yeah, jackpot. What's the lottery at right now? 800 million. Yeah, y'all can
He already
keep it.
over $1 billion
Y'all can
in that
keep it.
situation. Yeah.
I got mines.
He got him
Tax-free.
a winner.
Tax free.
Tax-free, lifelong lottery.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, when you find your person, that's the best thing ever because it is rough out here.
It's rough in these streets.
Very.
I guess we go fade to black now. Because the resolution, there is none. Competition is. No.
Yeah. Slim
And
to
that's
none.
a cut.
And on that note, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening.
Ah.